one who knows nothing can understand nothing. Plunge deeper into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
Good tidings, everybody, and welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. This is episode number 138 of the longest running Kingdom Hearts podcast in the universe. My name is Mike, and with me as always is my brother, the captain of the New World Order, brother Jason. Hello, Jason.
Yo.
How's it going, bro?
Dude.
How's it going, dude?
Thriving,
dude. Jason's thriving. As you might be able to guess from the title of the podcast that you clicked on and started listening to, we have two very special guests today.
Poggers guests, even. For the second time ever, we have Kingdom Hearts modder and overall genius WaterKH. And a new guest, his partner in crime, other Kingdom Hearts modder and overall genius CriticPerfect. And we talked to them about the upcoming Kingdom Hearts 3 Randomizer that they are developing. And it's very exciting stuff. Before we get to that, though, there is one thing I wanna plug before we get into that. And it's not Kingdom Hearts related, but bear with me here. So our good friend Tatsumaki, who's been on the podcast before, you guys know him, you love him, twitch.tv/Tatsumaki, is doing a charity stream. I guess not just one stream, it's a tournament of the beloved GameCube game Ribbit King, or Frog Golf, or Froth, as it's more commonly known. It is an open invitational, meaning anybody can enter for just $10, and that $10 goes straight to charity. Tatsu's not keeping 1 cent of it. Okay? And they're raising charity for something that I don't remember right now, but it has to do with saving the rainforest and the frogs in the rainforest. So it's frog related. Okay. Okay.
So it's for a good cause. And anybody can enter. There's going to be a link to the Discord in the description.
I'm sorry.
Jason's laughing at me because I don't remember the charity. What's ridiculous?
It's for a good cause. I don't know the name.
It is for a good cause, dude.
And I am commentating.
Yes, I will know the charity by the time I commentate. Okay, I forgot.
It's to save the rainforest. Okay,
save the rainforest.
Hashtag save the trees.
Hashtag
the frogs
frog save. It's for a good cause, saving the rainforest and the frogs within it. If
killing the other animals.
The game's really fun and easy. Kill all the other animals besides the frogs. It's a really easy game to get into. Tatsu is going to have like a setup guide to get you set up on your perfectly legal emulator. But if you don't want to play for some reason, if you're like, I just want to watch, there will also be a bunch of art being raffled away for people who donate to the cause, including the signed poster that we received from Korn from Richard Epcar.
Oh my God.
That's the big prize. I've offered that up to charity.
Oh,
because I feel like there's no better way to give something away than through charity. So if you want to win that, you'll have to donate. I don't know what this is still very preliminary. Tatsu's running it. I'm just kind of
right.
So I don't know exactly what the donation mark is, but tune in. It's going to start, I believe, the 15th, and then the finals are going to be the 20th of this month. So check it out. There'll be a link to the Discord in the description of the Froth Discord if you want to check it out there. Or you can just, there's tweets I've retweeted and stuff, and we've posted a lot about it, so you can see that there. So if you're interested at all, please check it out. Anyway, Jason, that is probably the shortest opening segment of the Ansem Report podcast we've ever done. We are going to take a quick break and go right into this beautiful interview with CriticPerfect and Mr. WaterKH. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Ansem Report podcast. Jason.
Yeah?
We are joined by two very special guests.
Who?
Both juiced, incredible modders in the Kingdom Hearts community. One has been on the podcast before, You may know him as WaterKH. We talk about him every week.
Let's go.
And the other is CriticPerfect. And these two are responsible for the upcoming Kingdom Hearts 3 Randomizer, which everybody's very excited for.
Oh,
Water and Critic, hello and welcome to the Ansem Report podcast.
Hi. I don't know. I wasn't sure who was going to talk first.
Yeah,
Hi.
I was waiting for Water to go. DM.
I thought you guys were doing the sitting in silence bit that I said, and I was like, "There's no way they actually thought I was serious, right?" Anyway, welcome,
Yeah.
fellas. Thanks
Horrible.
for being on.
Yeah, always excited to be on.
Always.
Okay, always anxious to be on.
I was gonna say we kind of forced you to be on the podcast as our first ever guest.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
It was great. It was an honor.
did blackmail you,
I think I forgot that I was your first.
You were a first ever, dude. You were
I
our
took
guest.
the podcasts.
We were guest virgins until you came and
Yeah.
took it from us.
Yeah.
And I'm so
I sound
glad
forceful.
it was you.
Wait, does
What?
that mean my guest virginity is in the process of being taken?
Yes,
Oh,
we
yeah.
are currently.
It's already gone.
We're currently deflowering you,
God.
Critic,
Oh God.
in a podcast way. In a
I already
podcast
stole
way.
that shit.
It's fine. Anyway, Water actually reached out to me and was like, "Can I come on the podcast again? I miss you guys. I want to talk about the KH3 Rando." And I was like, "Well, can Critic be on too?" And he was like, "I guess." So
Wow,
Yeah.
I knew. Man, Water
Yeah.
has been acting dicey behind the scenes. I fucking knew it, dude.
Yeah, he kind of helps here and there.
yeah, he was like, "Critic really doesn't do much with it, to be honest." But
What?
I'm taking all the credit.
Yeah, he's kind of
Yeah.
cool, I guess.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna tell him that, guys. Thanks for writing that.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I
We already
apologize.
tweeted the DMs.
Yeah, we have the
Oh, shoot.
receipts, Water.
Jason, do
I mean,
you have
it
a
will,
Twitter account?
it will tweet. No. I just helped him set up a tweet bot. It's going to tweet out your guys' DMs the second that the episode posts at like
Yours?
6 a.m.
None of this is real. None of.
No,
I just
no,
none
yeah,
of
no.
this is
Critic's
real.
great.
We're all good friends here.
Yeah,
Except
that
I
was
don't
a
really know
joke.
Critic that much, honestly.
That
But
was a joke.
anyway, guys, tell us a little bit about your progress right now with the Rando. I mean, I know we're getting pretty close from what you've told me off air, but the people didn't hear that because we weren't recording that. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, the KH3 Randomizer is kind of split into two sections right now, which worked out really nicely. Critic's been like doing phenomenal work on the Garden of Assemblage, and I've been doing most of the website logic for getting the randomizer stuff into the game. And we are, I mean, I think Critic just finished testing some stuff before we hopped on the podcast, and I think we're pretty much ready to start testing in game. So that's pretty exciting.
that's very
Nice.
exciting.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I guess I should say, I'm sure there's some people out there listening to the podcast right now that don't know what a randomizer is. I know that seems kind of weird. Basically, the idea, and right now there's a pretty prominent Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer where basically it takes all the abilities, all the magic, everything you can earn through chests or leveling up in the game, and mixes it around and puts it in unexpected places to make a unique gameplay experience kind of every time you play. That's the idea. And so
Yeah.
you guys are attempting to do that with KH3. It's been done with KH1, but I feel like the KH1
I personally haven't played it.
I haven't either. And Jason and I were gonna play it. And then I was like, I was watching Dessa's video on it and how to set it up and all that, and he was like, "Okay, you can't do this, but you can do this, but you can't do this, and you can do that." And I was like, "This seems like
This will crash the game. This will
Right.
crash the game.
I was
This will
like,
crash the game.
that doesn't sound fun. It just sounds like playing Kingdom Hearts 1."
That does more than just randomizing chests, though. I'm pretty sure like it randomizes music and like size as well, right?
Yeah, no,
Unless that's a
well,
different.
No, that's like a setting for it. That's
Yeah.
chaos.
Oh,
Oh, chaos. That sounds hectic. Wait,
It
so
does.
like your
Like your keyblade
or it can be
long as
small or
hell.
big? Oh, your
Your keyblade-
keyblade?
Yeah,
Oh,
like your
damn.
keyblade can be long as hell or super small.
That sounds really funny.
Yeah, I didn't know that was part of it. But I feel like
That's
that
great.
randomizer didn't really catch on as much as the KH2 one.
I haven't seen it, yeah.
People played
honestly.
it when it first came out, and I haven't seen anybody play it really since. I guess this is kind of like a weird meta question I have for you guys, but how do you think this is going to do in comparison to the Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer, like the whole meta game inside of it? You know what I mean?
well, I mean, when we first started talking about it, we wanted to like make it similar to the Kingdom Hearts 2 Garden of Assemblage randomizer, but at the same time give it its own like Kingdom Hearts 3 twist. So it's not just like what's the point of playing the Kingdom Hearts 3 randomizer when you can just, if it's just a carbon copy of the Kingdom Hearts 2 one, you know?
Right,
so
right.
I think a lot of people would like that, actually.
The only difference being the graphics.
Yeah.
Why didn't you make it like Kingdom Hearts 2? You guys are going to get the same complaints that the KH3 devs got.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we always talk about that. Like every time we want to do something, we're like, we can see the like complaints a mile away from like certain people, you know? But
I guess we should rewind a little bit. Where did this idea come from? And how did you guys like team up to do this? Like, how did this start?
Oh, yeah. That's a good question.
you don't remember?
I forgot about it. No, I do remember. But yeah, if you want to go ahead.
Well, I reached out to Water like in September, like the beginning of September, because I was looking into like Melody of Memory modding and stuff. I wanted to take some assets from that and put it into Kingdom Hearts 3 because like before the randomizer, I was working on a mod menu and I wanted to do some stuff with that. And knowing that Water was like the Melody of Memory like god and like he was like the main person in that scene, I messaged him out of the blue and he was like, oh yeah, if you want we can like VC later. And we ended up VCing and we just like we talked about, you know, the topic at hand, but then it kind of shifted to like Kingdom Hearts 3 modding, and then Water brought up a Kingdom Hearts 3 rando. I was like, oh yeah, you know, like on paper it's not that bad, it could probably be done in a few months. And he was like, really? And like the next day I sent him like a screenshot of like the Garden of Assemblage like semi set up already, and it was like, yo, that's crazy.
Well, I think because we were talking about it, or I think I had mentioned it probably to everybody I know, like, why is there no Kingdom Hearts 3 randomizer yet? Like, it seemed like a no-brainer to me.
Yeah, I agree.
And working with it, I mean, yeah, there's some complications that arise, like we were having to do some pretty hacky things. Critic was like showing me, you know, like all the data tables, and like all the data tables had, you know, all the items for chests and stuff in it, and it's like, I think that night I like switched items and it worked, and I'm like, why is nobody doing this? Like, this is so simple. Obviously there's a lot of other stuff that we've had to do that's like more complicated and stuff, but yeah, I was very surprised.
So you were kind of under the impression that the reason people weren't doing it was because there was some type of complication with it?
I think I wasn't doing it. I was mainly in Melody of Memory. I think me, Critic, and Demo actually, I think in March when everything released on PC.
Yeah, the day
we
of,
got
I'm
in a
pretty
call.
sure.
Yeah, we got into a call because I knew that he was doing I think it was you doing the mod menu.
Yeah.
And I think we were all talking about, you know, how to, you know, get the assets, play with them, do whatever we want. And then I think after that call, me and Damo started talking about Melody of Memory, and then me and him went down that rabbit hole with Lyman and Whale, and yeah.
You of course are talking about the rechart mod.
Yes.
That you ended up working on. It's been a while since you've been on the podcast, Water. You've been a busy boy.
I've been a busy boy. I'm looking forward to not being a busy boy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
this might be like a question that like you guys answer, and then no one with a smooth brain like myself will even understand what you're talking about. But like, what's been the most difficult part of this process?
Probably different things, honestly.
Yeah, because like this is honestly like we split the project in half, and like we were doing like our own things for a solid like month, like independently. And every now and then, you know, there would be like a problem I would have, and I'm like, bro, I just don't know what's going on. And then like he would have an answer like immediately, right? And vice versa as well.
Yeah.
But like I mainly like on my end with like the Garden of Assemblage, I was mainly focusing on like how to get the worlds to start correctly when you go through a portal, because you know it depends on like how you start the game and like at what point you go to the Garden of Assemblage. There was like just a ton of issues from just like skipping the tutorial and stuff. But then on like Water's side, you know, data tables, they scare me. I don't know how they work, dude.
Yeah. So there was a couple things that I've had to do that aren't like super complicated. Like certain tables have like static, they have like properties on them. So like they'll be integers, like numbers, and I'll be trying to assign like a string to that table if I'm randomizing it. So like I have to make like duplicate tables that are the same data, just different properties. So it's more about like figuring out, like, because it's not complicated. It's just like, you know, have to figure out a solution that works and is like won't lag the game out or whatever.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's been really fun. Like, it's exhausting, but me and him, it's been so much fun, honestly, working together. Like, I feel like every time we make a discovery, we're just like all caps in our DMs, like, oh my god, this works, or I don't know. It's really exciting.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Every time we inch forward, we spam the word hype because it's just so fucking hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys hadn't worked together before this, but it sounds like you guys are kind of like fitting together very well as like this mod team. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You guys.
The way we split it up was like perfect, honestly.
Yeah, because he has way more knowledge on Unreal. And I think we had talked about the Garden of Assemblage, and like the next day he had like already assembled it pretty much. And I was like, holy heck, that's insane.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I just wanted to see how long I could wait in silence before I felt awkward.
Honestly,
I wasn't sure if Critic was gonna say something.
I wanted to, but I was like, let's keep it going.
You're like, this is a good bit. Let's go. No, that's awesome. I'm really excited to play the mod and see kind of how it like stacks up with the KH2 randomizer, because that's like, there are people that literally play the KH2 randomizer like every day. They stream it every day.
Yeah.
200 days in a row, you know?
Holy heck. That's
It's
insane.
really big.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, I know it's like a big staple, I think, in the community right now.
There's tournaments going on all the time as well for it. And
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's like a tournament scene for sure for it.
So I'm excited to compete in the first ever Kingdom Hearts 3 randomizer tournament.
Yes.
Sponsored by Water and Critic.
And by Korn. He's helping me event plan that.
Oh, Korn is?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
The new affiliate streamer.
Oh, that's why you asked her about events. She's helping you plan that?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah. So I'm not saying any date yet, but that is in the works.
Yeah, be on the lookout, everybody.
Yeah, very excited.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah. This weekend, me and Critic are going to be doing our first test race. I don't know if we said that already, but if not.
I kind of alluded to it, but yeah, we were definitely going to talk about it officially, but where can people watch this race? I know you guys probably don't have an exact time laid out.
No. Because we haven't I guess cleared all the bugs out, so it's probably going to be Saturday, but it might be Sunday. I'm not entirely
Fingers
positive
crossed
yet.
it's probably going to be Saturday.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
And where can people witness this amazing event, this historical event?
I'm going to be streaming it on my channel and on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure Water has a Twitch. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so twitch.tv/WaterKH, and then your YouTube channel, Critic?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I will make sure everybody listening, those links are in the description so you guys can check it out. And the moment you guys tell me that, hey, we're doing it Saturday at this time, I will tweet the fuck out of that shit so everybody sees it, because I want everybody to witness how cool this is. Because you've been gracious enough to let us test a couple things, and I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 is my fucking game, dude. Like, I love KH3 is my game. I love it. So I'm very excited to take, the randomizer part of it and play what I think is the best Kingdom Hearts game. Everybody come fight me.
Well, I think
everybody.
The awesome thing about this randomizer, or the, I guess, Unreal Engine, is how modular and stable it is. Because I feel like I can throw anything in it, like even if it's like the wrong value, and it won't crash. And I could be wrong about that; it might crash. We haven't tested everything so far.
Famous last
changing,
words.
Yeah, right. I should have said that. But so far, it's been like super stable, which is really
awesome.
exciting.
The opposite of KH2 on PC.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced crashes, but I have seen a lot of crashes.
Jason,
I've crashed a lot.
Jason's crashed a lot.
Actually, I think I was watching your guys' rando race, and it crashed twice. I think in the same stream.
Well, yeah, we were doing just a rando and it's crashed, and then when we did our big speedrun relay, Yams crashed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was overblown, because people, like to be like, oh, it crashes every time.
Ridiculous. They're playing on like a ancient computer.
But I can't believe how much it actually crashes because it's crashed on me a couple times too. Yeah.
Well, they put out hot fixes, right? Is it still not addressed?
This was
the first
recent.
one came out like 2 months ago.
Yeah, it was recent. It was funny. I was just doing a rando. I was just doing a rando for fun, by myself, just hanging out. And I'd found all 3 proofs. And I was like, I want the Promise Charm. I don't want to fight Zigbar and Roxas, And Jason and I have this joke we make about Jack Sparrow. When he's like, why am I going back to Isle de la Muerta? He says it every time you talk to him in the second visit.
Yeah.
And so I went to talk to him, and he says it, and then my game crashed.
So now he's scarred.
He really didn't want to go back to that.
He really didn't want to go back to the island,
He crashed the fucking game.
And I'd been playing it for like 4 hours, and I was so mad.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, come on, stupid rando. Fix K-Han.
Oh, and the nice thing, too, is that if Kingdom Hearts 3 does crash, I think every load that you do, it auto-saves.
Yes,
right?
it does have autosave.
So
it doesn't need a mod for it or anything.
That in and of itself is like, damn, okay, that's nice.
Yeah, honestly.
You can get like 2 proofs, get the third one, it crashes, and you're like, oh, well, I still have 2 proofs.
You just reminded me. So you guys have kind of changed how it works to fit more in like a rando setting, right? So you guys are using those weird proofs that were added with the DLC, right, as the proofs?
Oh, yeah. So when we first started talking about the rando, the topic of like a third proof came up because, there's the proof of like, there's the Oathkeeper one and the Oblivion one. Mm-hmm. But, that third, the infamous third one that Kingdom Hearts 2 has is missing in Kingdom Hearts 3. Kind of ironic, but so like
That's true.
Water
I didn't think about that.
Water came up with the idea of just like, adding our own third one, and we did. And it's going to be in the mod. It's a new item. It's called the Proof of Fantasy.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
I like that. And you guys
Kimchi
just had
actually,
someone like mock up like an image of it? Oh, Kimchi did. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Nice.
shout outs to Kimchi.
And Maddie's done our logo. Kimchi's also helped with the website design. Whole bunch of people
Nice.
went together
A
to make
lot
this
of
thing
people,
work.
like a lot of people behind the scenes, help out here and there. So like this isn't just like me and Water sat down for hours and did every single thing ourselves. Obviously, there was people that helped in the back.
Nice.
I was ready to give you guys all the credit, man.
I was ready to give myself the credit too.
Yeah.
Honestly, Water didn't do anything. I did all.
There we go, Critic. Now
That's more my speed.
now
truth
you're
comes out.
acting like a real Kingdom Hearts modder. There we go.
Sir.
He's learned.
Oh, man.
Little do you know.
No. I know. Trust
We know.
Me. We know.
I might have ranted a bit. But yeah, no, we're really excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it, and I will say, I think Critic, I haven't known you very long, but you seem like a very good dude. And Water, I love you to death. I'd smooch you if you were here right now. You guys are
Mr.
a great
Opportunity.
representation of the Kingdom Hearts modding community and what it should be. Do you get what I mean? You guys are
Appreciate that.
nice people. You guys help each other out. You help anybody out that asks. Water, you've done so much for us just as for nothing. Just, oh yeah, you want a bot that changes a word in your Twitch chat to darkness? Sure, dude. I got you. And
You didn't laugh at us.
right. Well, he kind of laughed. He was like, really? That's all you want it to do? Like he wanted it to do more than that. Like
I was under a different impression when I heard the idea.
He thought I was asking for it to like change the comment before it even posted.
Yeah.
And I was like, Water, I don't think that's possible, dude.
That's like in the
That's
future.
possible.
What?
Yeah, Water, how
And
would
then
that
I
happen?
look into it. I'm like, oh no, actually, you can't do
It
that.
overpowers their comment.
And then I was like, no, Water, I don't need that. I just need it to, after the fact, the bot repeat what they say, just change a random word to darkness. And you were like, oh, that's it?
That's lame.
And like it was like literally 10 minutes later, he goes, here you go. Try this. Like he was so bored.
That dead brain easy.
He was so bored with my suggestion. And he was like, you got anything else for me? And I was like, no, dude,
man.
that's all I wanted.
You had it on your desk in 10 minutes.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I want pictures of Spider-Man now, and there they were. It was incredible.
I think
I'm really
WaterKH
excited about
is
that movie.
Spider-Man.
That movie's gonna be
That might
so
be.
good.
I don't think it's releasing here yet in theaters.
What?
So I'm gonna have to stay off the internet for a bit
What
because we're
the
still in
hell?
lockdown over here.
Oh,
really?
Really?
We're like moving to like we moved to a new system, so we're like coming out of it, but we have to get like a vaccine passports or whatever.
Bro,
I
30
thought-
kids in my school have COVID, and we're still going to school.
Oh God.
I thought you guys
Scares
were ahead
me.
of the curve, and it was like utopia there.
Well, no, they just are.
We were, and then we opened up to Australia, and Australia's like, we're gonna fix that.
Oh,
And so-
those bastards! Those bastards!
It was Damo.
It's Damo's fault. I
Gotta
knew
kick
it.
Damo shins in.
Come on, Damo. Holy shit, man! Yeah, you'll be
Damo's
getting
like, hold
a
my beer
strongly
with a
worded
pen.
letter from me,
Yeah.
Mr. 279, if that's your real name.
If that's even your name, yeah.
I'm gonna get some like cryptic ass message from him at like 5 a.m. Just like, watch yourself, boys. Like something like that. Like, just like some like weird shit. Now he's gonna do
Yeah.
it for sure that I mentioned
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Well, yeah, what does that mean?
Spider-Man reference, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, for coming from Damo, what does it mean? You
Yeah,
know?
it could mean a lot of things.
Oh yeah, that can mean anything. Yeah.
I mean, I guess, without seeing the rando, there's only so much we can say about it, right?
Yep.
And
Right.
what I'd love to do is in like once it's out and there's been like some time in between the release and people playing it, I kind of want to hear your guys' thoughts on how it went after that. So maybe we'll have you guys back on to do another like a recap, RE with
recap?
the colon recap. That's how you have to do
Yeah,
Kingdom
that sounds
Hearts
great.
things. So yeah, I'd love to do that. Is there anything else you want the parting words about the randomizer before I let you guys go on with your lives? Okay, no, I guess
Are you gonna say anything, Water? Come on, man.
I thought this was the silence bit.
It was a good bit.
Nah.
It was a good bit.
Oh
It's
yeah, wait.
overplayed.
Let me say this. There is a Kingdom Hearts 3 Rando Discord that is going public
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
soon.
And we actually probably should, announce that here. Violin has been the one that's headed it up. He's made it all. He's made all the channels, he's put so much time and effort into making this organized and neat. So huge shout outs to him.
The only thing we did was join, and then
Yeah.
that's basically
He's
it.
literally, he's been great getting that all set up for us, or
Awesome.
for everybody. So
So it'll by the time this podcast airs in 2 days, that it'll be ready to roll.
yeah, we'll have a
Most
link out
likely, yeah.
probably on Twitter. We can
Beautiful.
get you a link.
Yeah, get me a link and I'll put it in the description so people can know where to go to.
Yeah.
Right.
join.
If not, we'll probably post it in our Discord as well. So
Yeah,
if you're
for
already
sure.
in our Discord, you can find it there as well.
For sure, that's awesome.
But
Shout outs to
I'm
Violin,
very
dude.
excited. Yeah, shout outs to him. And he just got world record today on standard.
I saw
20%.
that, dude.
He broke
Oh,
his
so
own
he's
world
been
record
grinding
again.
for weeks.
Well, no,
Yeah.
he
standard
has beginner
20%.
and standard now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
That's
I didn't know he
fucking-
was running standard.
Yeah,
That's insane.
But
Absolute
yeah,
legend.
no, like this project's been so much fun working with Critic on it. We've made like huge progress. I feel like every, I don't know, couple days it feels like, and it's been
This is probably the biggest project, I've ever worked on because, I've been a modder for like pretty sure less than a year still, approaching a year soon. So,
Which is
It's
pretty
insane.
insane, dude, because like
You're popping off.
your mod menu's pretty nuts too, dude. Like I was
dude, yeah, that's how it all started. It all started like last year during quarantine and Christmas is when I first started.
Really?
Back on PS4, yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah, because you were still modding when it wasn't even on PC yet, right?
Yeah. My brother's old PS4 was like that firmware that could be jailbroken. So the second I realized that, I was like, oh my god, Kingdom Hearts 3, my favorite game. I gotta do something now.
Hell yeah. I was saying hell yeah to being your favorite game because it's the best Kingdom Hearts game. Everybody fight me on it. I
Very
don't care.
true, yeah.
I'll fight anybody. Before we let you guys go, Critic, we have this this kind of thing we do when we have a new guest on, where we ask them 13 new organization sponsored by Xehanort hot seat questions. I mess that up every time, but that's okay. Are you willing to participate and answer the questions?
No.
All right. Well, hey guys, thanks for coming on.
I'm joking. I'm fucking with you.
All right.
Thanks, Water, for coming on.
Yeah. Critic.
No, thank you.
I'm not so
Come
sure.
on, man.
We're editing him out.
As
So-
we speak.
All right, Critic. Here we go. Are you ready?
I was born ready, yeah.
I love that attitude. First question: favorite Kingdom Hearts game?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Hell yeah. Favorite non-Kingdom Hearts video game?
Oh, God of War.
Ooh, okay,
like the new
okay.
one?
Yeah, the new one.
Oh, it's really good. I love it. Favorite Kingdom Hearts character?
Roxas.
Hell yeah.
Gotta go with Roxas.
Okay.
Favorite Disney movie?
Nemo. Finding Nemo.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Favorite Disney villain?
Fuck. What's the name of the bad guy in Aladdin?
Jafar?
Jafar, yeah.
Hell
Jafar.
yeah, dude. Favorite
I
Keyblade?
swear, these aren't the first things that come to mind. I
It's
swear.
okay because both Water and his brother had to like Google their favorite Disney movie, so it's fine.
Bruh.
Hey. We don't
There's
need to
no
bring that
way.
up.
Both of them had to Google their favorite Disney movie. It's embarrassing. That's how you know they're
It's really
twins.
embarrassing.
It's
Honestly, I expected more from you, Wadi. Come on, man.
I expected more myself.
Oh no, this is the beginning of the end, dude.
Favorite Keyblade, Critic?
Kingdom Key. It's just
Classic.
Iconic.
Classic.
It looks really sleek in Kingdom Hearts.
it
3.
does.
Favorite Kingdom Hearts song? If you don't know the title of it, you have to you have to sing it.
Thank God I know the name of it. It's like super generic but simple and clean. I was just listening to it like before
Hell
joining
yeah,
the
dude.
podcast, so yeah.
Great song. What world would you want in the next Kingdom Hearts that hasn't been in a Kingdom Hearts before?
Well, now that they're doing Pixar, it opens like a whole door of possibilities. So
True.
I'd probably say it has the dog. Oh, it's Bolt. Yeah, Bolt.
Bolt.
Oh man, I haven't thought about
Yeah.
that movie in years.
Oh, boy, I thought you were gonna say Up when you started talking about a dog. I was like, that
No.
seems kind of sad for Kingdom
I
Hearts.
swear, like half of this stuff I just like recently saw, so it's like fresh in my memory.
Okay.
But like, Bolt isn't that bad of a movie. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
Yeah, I remember it being pretty good.
I mean, it might be
I
the
like the
worst movie,
hamster.
but it's fine.
Dude, there's no way they can get Miley Cyrus to voice the girl again, though.
Was Miley
That was
Cyrus in
Miley
that movie?
Cyrus. I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure that's Miley Cyrus.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
funny.
I think the dog is voiced by Chris Pratt, but I'm not sure.
What?
No, that's a
crazy.
joke. That's a joke.
He's like
okay.
twice like Garfield and
And
Mario.
Mario. Mario's
He's
no longer
everyone.
Italian. He's normal now. Number 9, best Xehanort.
Xemnas.
Hell yeah, dude.
Mm.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like to me, that question, the only answer you can give me where I don't say hell yeah right after is Young Xehanort.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, let's move on.
Come on, Young Zay. He didn't have enough time to grow as a character,
Water
in my
said Young
opinion.
Xehanort, dude.
Yeah, I can tell.
Best melody of memory song.
Is it Dark Domination? Is that the name of it?
The hard ass
The
one.
hardest one. Yeah.
Ooh, you just upset a lot of people in the music community.
What?
I want you
Yeah,
to know.
I don't know
What?
why. I know a lot of people don't like that song. I
Yeah.
like it.
They're like Ishimoto's the devil.
It's not that bad of a song.
I'm talking to you, Keynode. I know you can hear me right now.
His babies.
Ishimoto's an asshole. If I was in a room with Hitler, Ishimoto, and a Ku Klux Klan leader, and I had 2 bullets, I'd shoot Ishimoto twice. Keynote, dude,
God.
relax.
I thought you were gonna divide it.
Keynote.
Here's what you do:
number-
you line them up and you curve the bullet.
Yeah. That's what Dwight would do.
Wait, if they're
yeah.
lined up, why would you curve the bullet?
Wait, yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember Dwight's logic.
Because the Earth is round.
Because when it's curved,
Yeah.
it has
You're right.
more piercing effect. I don't know.
This was kind of a sappy question, but we ask everybody. What does being a member of the online Kingdom Hearts community mean to you, Critic?
It means a lot. No, I'm joking. Honestly, I was a viewer for a really long time in the Kingdom Hearts community, and then once I started making like mods and like YouTube videos, especially when I started making like the mod menu, a bunch of like people I watched, reached out to me. So it was pretty crazy talking to those people that I watched. But like overall in the community, it's fantastic. I love it.
It is really cool.
Yeah, dude, we had the same thing because Jason would watch Damo for like when he was playing Union Cross at one point. It was like, yeah, this guy really knows what he's talking about and da-da-da. And then now we talk to
now
Damo all
I'm
the
friends
time.
with him, dude.
Right.
It's fucking weird.
It's very weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
All right, so we got 2 more
I
questions.
don't think Damo's that weird. Come on, guys.
Yeah,
He's
he's
weird.
super weird.
He's Australian, which means he's definitely weird. So this question is our question of the week, Critic. And the question is this. A guy comes up to you and says, I am interested in Kingdom Hearts, but know nothing about it. What 2 and only 2 cutscenes do you show him so he can understand the series?
So he can understand the series?
I mean, he won't,
Yeah.
obviously. But what are the 2 cutscenes you pick to show somebody that has no exposure to Kingdom Hearts?
Okay, so you start with Kingdom Hearts 1, where Sora's like, Kyrie's inside me. Okay.
I'm literally thinking that.
That's
Okay.
the best scene you can start someone off with. Immediately after that, you cut to Kyrie dying.
Oh,
my God.
Oh shit.
That's all-
actually
that's
a good
it.
answer.
That's fucked up, dude.
That's actually
I'm
a
here
good
for
ass
it.
answer because holy shit, I love that.
It gets them interested. They're like, wait, what do you mean she's inside of him and then she's dead?
Yeah.
That's
And
yeah,
then there's
good.
also like that age gap, so you're like, what happened in between? How did we get
exactly.
to here?
I
Right.
thought
Why
you
are
were
the graphics better? What?
I thought you were gonna meme us and say first the Kyrie one and then Goofy dying. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Goofy dying.
Okay, so finally the last question. You guys are finishing the first iteration of this randomizer. What is next for Critic?
Honestly, when I first started on the randomizer, I was taking a break from YouTube. I used to like stream basically every weekend for like 4 hours. Used to play a shit ton of video games, and then school started up, and then I started working on the randomizer. So once I finish the first iteration and get the initial updates out with water, I was probably gonna take a break from modding overall. Go back to the mod menu eventually, get that like polished, and finish that up, and then probably just go back to YouTube and games.
Hell yeah.
Just relax, enjoy life.
Hell yeah, dude. Water, I want to ask you the same question because we usually ask everybody who's on the podcast. When you finish this first, like, because you're gonna release this thing and it's gonna be great, but it's not necessarily gonna be perfect. You're gonna find some like crazy bug and have to go after it. But what's next for WaterKH?
My instinct is to just keep working until it's done, but I'm definitely looking forward to. We want to release before the holidays, so I want to spend the holidays with my fiance and my stepdaughter, and just relax, play video games again for fun, just enjoy not working on something.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I love it.
I haven't seen the sun since I started working on the randomizer.
It's true,
Please.
though.
I want to say one thing for your guys' benefit right now. If you are someone listening right now and you're interested in this Kingdom Hearts 3 randomizer, okay, and you happen to start playing it and there's something wrong with it, like there's a bug or something, please tell them about the bug, but don't be a fucking weirdo, okay? Like, don't be like, well, why won't you guys fix this right now? Why didn't you do this? Like, don't be an asshole. Just say, hey, I noticed this bug. Just figured you guys would want to know. Pass along. But don't, because there's so many fucking weirdos out there. Don't be a weirdo, okay?
Just be cool.
Just be cool.
Just
These
be
guys,
cool.
these
be
guys
cool.
worked so hard on this for free. No one's paying them.
We're paying him.
I'm paying Water on his Patreon, patreon.com/WaterKH. But don't be a fucking weirdo, okay? I beg of you. And if you're sitting there going, wait, am I a weirdo? You probably are. So stop it.
Okay. Look in the mirror.
I'm a weirdo too.
Stop
Don't
it.
worry.
Get some help.
Yeah,
Listener.
Water's a weirdo. Water
We're
will
all
like
weirdos.
we won't do a
the heart
podcast
of
when
it.
we can. Water will be like texting me like, when's the podcast coming out?
I legit. I was like, I talked away. I was like, I don't think they did a podcast this week. I feel kind of weird. I feel like we do something at this time every week.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry I had COVID, Water. Okay, I'll do.
I mean,
I'll do better
Mike.
next time.
Do better. Ratio.
sorry.
Do better.
I do need to be ratioed for that comment.
Yeah, no, it's
Glad
okay.
you're better,
it's,
Mike.
It's okay, buddy. I knew you. You just love the podcast. It's okay. I'm
love the
not
podcast.
upset at you.
But I love you
You
more,
do?
so I'm glad you're okay.
I love you too.
I loved somebody once.
Why is Jason just popping Spider-Man quotes on in the background? So I just want to say thank you guys for working on this project, because this is like everything I've ever wanted. I just really wanted a Kingdom Hearts 3 randomizer, and you guys are making my dream a reality. And two, thank you for coming on the podcast and being just two of the nicest, coolest people we know.
The goodest boys.
Oh, it was
Before
my
you guys
pleasure.
go,
Yeah.
why don't you each take a turn plugging where people can find you, maybe where they can find more info on stuff you guys do, maybe a Patreon you have that you want people to give you money. Just plug whatever you got for the folks at home.
Okay. I'll go first, I guess.
Are you gonna go first?
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been posting a lot more updates on my Twitter, twitter.com/water_KH if you want to keep up to date with all that fun
Don't
stuff.
do WaterKH without the underscore, because it's someone different.
Yeah.
I made that mistake.
Yeah, I really want that account though, so if you're listening, can you delete it or something? I want that. Anyway. And I used to stream on Twitch a lot, or semi a lot, not a lot sometimes. And I want to get back into that. So my Twitch is twitch.tv/WaterKH. We play some Dead Ops Arcade 3 on there. It's fun. Everybody has fun.
Yeah, we mauled. That's good.
We mauled. We asked developers why they have jobs. Great, it's a great time. But yeah, that's my my stuff. Oh, and the Kingdom Hearts 3 Discord, or Kingdom Hearts 3 Randomizer Discord that Violin made, would be a great spot for you guys to, put in bug reports or talk about the randomizers, make your own mini tournaments or seeds or whatever. He has a lot of stuff in there.
We're also going to put a ton of announcements there as well, so
yeah,
that'd be the main place to be.
To stay up to date on it, join it. The link is in the description. Critic, go ahead, plug your stuff, man.
Oh yeah, I also have a Twitter where sometimes I put emotional things like I've never felt the touch of a woman to
Nice.
things like my bad to modding things with the randomizer as well. I also have a YouTube channel. Well, my Twitter is twitter.com/critic_perfect, and I also have a YouTube channel where I post videos and stream a lot as well. So yeah.
Who owns CriticPerfect without the underscore?
I just chose to do the underscore.
Oh wow.
I was going to say it's probably the same guy who owns WaterKH without the underscore. Dude. Because he owns Super SpikeGhetti Bros as well. We're just SpikeGhetti Bros on Twitter.
Wait, that exists?
I have no idea.
Dude, it's one of us from the future,
It's like,
and we're
wow.
griefing the other people, dude.
Yeah. It's me and my time
Imagine.
machine I have. Instead of going back and like betting on the Super Bowl and winning a shit ton of money or killing Hitler or whatever, I just claimed Twitter accounts of my friends so they get griefed.
Wow. That's a good prank, bro.
It was the only way, dude. Doctor Strange,
It's not a
he
prank,
held up
that's a
his
sin,
fucking
dude.
He
Jesus.
held up his one finger to me and shook his shaky ass finger, and I was like, I know what I have to do.
It's the only way. We're in the end game now.
Steal their Twitter accounts. It saves the timeline.
Anyway, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on. We love you both dearly, and we are very excited. It'll probably say in the you know what? Maybe I'll overdub something like they are definitely racing on Saturday or something like that. But we will have info on the race, so please go check them out either at Critic's YouTube channel or Water's Twitch channel. It's going to be super cool. I'm going to be there as much as I can. I have to work because I have a job.
I know. I'll fucking be there in the chat, boys.
Yeah, there you go. Jason will be there in the chat. And
griefing. Come grief with me.
Yes. So please check that out. And again, thank you guys. We love you. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
And we will be right back on the Ansem Report podcast with the question of the week.
This is Richard Epcar. Welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. Come to the darkness.
Welcome back to the Ansem Report podcast. Jason, it is time for the question of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you to the juiced individual, Afro Roxas, for that beautiful stinger that we use week in and week out. It truly is the gift that keeps on giving, Jason. It truly is.
True.
This week's question of the week is from Broondock Singular, and it says, a guy comes up to you and says, I am interested in Kingdom Hearts, but know nothing about it.
I forgot. It's Yoda.
Interested, I am. Nothing, I know.
Wait, does he
know
know
nothing one does. Understands nothing one does. What two and only two cutscenes do you play for Yoda so he can understand Kingdom Hearts? You may try a funny version, a serious version, whatever you want.
But only two cutscenes.
But only two cutscenes. If you do three,
I swear to God, if somebody said multiple,
I'll have the
fucking
gabagool. First up is SpikeGhetti, and he says, when people ask me this question, I actually tell them I have no idea what to say because I barely understand myself. That being said, I would show them my two favorite cutscenes. I've said it before, but when Riku says, you don't believe that, to Sora when the demon tide is going to swallow them, is probably my favorite scene of all KH. Just an amazing display of light, even in the darkest moment. Total Chad moment. Second scene would be Mickey losing his shirt. If that doesn't get you interested to learn more, nothing will. And then Espy tries to spin off
Wait a second.
third one.
Wait a second.
Honorary mention to the scene where Mickey says to Xemnas, we should have our own spin-off game.
Oh, okay.
He was memeing. Shout out to the dream I had where Mickey Xemnas was announced. Please, Nomura, make it happen. Billy the Kid Lawrence says, only two scenes need to be shown to enlighten those unfamiliar with the light that is Kingdom Hearts. Say, fellas, did someone mention the Door to Darkness? Cue the mouse in the hood. This scene alone will pique curiosity of the Kingdom Hearts virgin's eye with that damn hot topic ass looking mouse talking about doors and shit. And then, of course, you show them the glory that is. Dramatic pause. Stare at Jason for a few seconds of silence as she should know the answer, and then whisper, Mommy. Any scene will do, but particularly one with her being a badass, like at the end of 0.2 versus the Demon Tide. One does not simply resist the mommy. From this point onward, they will be hooked and play whatever games necessary to get to her, suffering the likes of Jiminy Cricket and more until they are truly one of us. Amen.
On them.
Anthem. Swirls Barkley says, easy. First cutscene I would show them is Kyrie's inside me.
Okay.
From KH1, and then Kyrie turning into Sora in Melody of Memory. All you need to know makes all the sense in the world. That's actually pretty similar to Critic's answer.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Critics went to Kyrie dying, but Swirls went a little farther. Zombie says, easy. Kingdom Hearts. Fill me with the power of darkness. And two?
Okay. Pulls out two motherfucking Keyblades.
Yeah. Energy Scott says, great question. These aren't necessarily my favorite, but in the context, I'd show the scene where Sora is flexing in KH3 in San Francisco when you have to collect data for Big Hero 6. It's a good display of Sora's abilities and his confidence in himself that he's gained over all the games. This shows a good balance of style and Disney that I think would get someone on board. Secondly, I'd show them Deep Dive just because it's so epic and mysterious, and that's pretty much KH in a nutshell.
Hell yeah.
Deep Dive's a great answer.
Well, plus they're like both very visually good.
Yes.
Like neither of them show age.
Right. Yeah, Deep Dive still looks good for being on a fucking PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah.
Meteor Phoenix says, they'll pay for this. twice. I love that meme of Mickey when he's saying they'll pay for this, but people take the subtitles out and just go, fuck.
Yeah, that's a good meme.
That meme kills me. Angel says, I am in a very emotional meta-based mood, so I apologize in advance for the I'm 13 and this is deep nature of these answers.
Oh, no.
LMAO.
Straight from Hot Topic.
Legit answer. My friends are my power scene in KH1. Supposing that this hypothetical person already knows the Kingdom Hearts nature as a game combining Final Fantasy elements with Disney characters, we can look past the abrupt appearance of Donald and Goofy and get straight to the meat, TM, of the scene. This exchange between Riku and Sora, while cheesy in its delivery, is something I feel has gone on to represent so many of KH's core ideals. The importance of friendship, obviously, but also the worth of these friendships. The notion that you could fall to darkness, return to the very earth itself, and still remain untouched within the hearts of every person you have ever met and formed a bond with. That your experiences will change you fundamentally, but so will the people around you, and how you will in turn change them as well. And how even in the darkest of times, when it feels like you have no weapon to fight with, there will always be people there to soldier you on. And to be honest, I think the cheesy nature of this scene honestly sells it even more, because KH wears its heart on its sleeve in the best way. Semi-funny answer. Shion's death scene. I personally watched this scene for the first time before I ever really invested myself in KH, and all I had seen at the time was the KH2 opening and about 2 hours worth of cutscenes from the first game. I did not know who Roxas, Axel, Shion, Xemnas, Sora, etc. were, and it made the scene such a bizarre yet interesting experience because I had no real context. I could still feel the weight and importance and emotion of the scene. I'd be curious to see if the same responses could be invoked elsewhere. Plus, I feel they'd probably get a laugh out of the ice cream line with zero context, only to get gut punched when they inevitably fall down the KH rabbit hole with the rest of us. And then she did the strike through. It says, fuck me, LMAO. This is the kind of shit you could expect if I ever wrote video essays. R.I. fucking P. Smilers. Smilers with the strike through is kind of cursed.
Wait, what does it look like?
It just...
Oh, jeez.
It's like he's like... like on a fucking string. Thank you, Angel. I didn't think that was too I'm 13 in this.
No, yeah.
I thought that was good.
That was good.
I'd love to see video essays from Angel.
Yo.
That would be hype. Gavin Dotson says that scene where Woody roasts young Xehanort. Either that or the one where Sora screams in anger and starts punching the shit out of Squidward from Pirates.
Okay.
How dare you call Davy Jones Squidward? I will find you. I will not let you get away with this travesty. I don't know why I'm doing like Drell Assassin voice. We have to find my son, Kolyet. He's going to kill and he cannot follow his father's path. A bright light comes in through the window. I see a boy playing.
What a fucking random.
I know my voice is just really good at that right now. Reminiscent of when I was a child. He laughs. He grabs my hand gingerly and pulls me along to play with him. I refuse. I'm a terrible father. I kick the boy.
I go play Kingdom Hearts.
I'm 13 and this is deep. Kyrie's bro says, I feel like this would be hard for me because I would not. I feel like this would be hard for me because I would not want to spoil anything for them. So maybe I would just show them the KH1 opening with simple and clean and call it a day. That's actually a really good answer.
Yeah.
Simple and clean is really good. Honestly, this is a cheat. But a really good answer is actually the Kingdom Hearts commercial with Simple and Clean.
Oh,
that commercial is really good.
That is.
Emmy Luna says, deep dive because it's fucking cool. Also KH2 opening because as a kid, I'd always start a new game just to rewatch it. True.
Yeah, it's God tier.
Graviga says the scene where Sora, Donald, and Goofy meet for the first time in Travis Town, after the guard armor fight specifically, is a solid pick in my opinion. No major spoilers are revealed, and it raises questions on what's in store for the trio as they agree to embark on an adventure together. That's a good answer. I like that.
Yeah.
Alex says, ooh, this is a good one. First one would definitely be the My Friends Are My Power scene from DDD. I don't know why, but I just really love it, especially when you get the shot of all the fellas behind Sora. Super cool.
Yeah.
The second one would be Vexen's death scene. Everybody needs to know how dog shit of a character he is, even just by looking at him. And then they see how satisfying it is to see him fucking implode and wither away forever. Definitely the perfect way to get someone into a series you like. Show a character that's universally hated fucking die. Bamboo says, show scenes of Xemnas talking because all my friends thirst for deep-voiced guys. It has worked in the past.
Oh, really? Well, what makes you say that?
What is it? What is the thing you always say in that voice?
No.
I don't know why I never remember. No. Markiplier. Yawn Song says, I don't have an answer for this week to atone for my joke from last week's episode. I'm so sorry, Shion cry face. And then he actually says, you need to hit him with both sides of the Kingdom Hearts coin, the emotional storytelling and the bizarre yet hilarious juxtapositions. So blank points and then the scene where Auron goes absolutely scorched earth on Hades' ass with that monster dunk. People always talk about Woody killing young Xehanort. Not enough people talk about Auron killing Hades, dude.
Yeah, dude.
When he says something like, I'm the Lord of the Underworld. And he's like, no wonder nobody wants to die. Like, fucking just kills him, dude. Auron,
This
the
is
legend.
my story.
Yeah. And you're not a part of it. Phil Game says, this is kind of cheating, but I would just say to play or watch someone else play the intro to KH1. Between the opening movie, the dive to the heart, the island scenes, and the Disney intro scenes, as gives a very good idea what the vibe of the entire series is. That is very true. Very true, Phil. Cheery Theoden says, I agree with everyone saying to show both sides of the KH experience, but to try and underscore the impact of newcomers, I think I'd go with the Sora, you lazy bum, from the very beginning of KH1, and then the scene where Destiny Islands gets turned into the corrupted version and Riku Ansem reprises the one who knows nothing can understand nothing speech. Kind of compresses the idea of things going from serene and peaceful to the epitome of oh shit over the course of the first adventure and get them to take the dive. Because as regular Pat will attest, if you can get someone into KH1, they're going to be hooked because it's the best game in the series. Okay. All right. I hate when somebody makes me, I hate when someone makes me read their half-brained fucking opinions. No, I'm just kidding.
And they fucking quote regular Pat as their source, like he's some fucking reputable source.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna
regular
kick
Pat, more like regular rat.
Oh no, he's
wasted.
Regular Pat, for some reason, just woke up at a hospital and he's $500 less rich. No one knows why. Jip214 says, I would do, guess my summer vacation is over, and blank points. Blank points feels like a bit of a cheat because how long it is, but I genuinely think it's probably the best scene in the whole series. Waka Diana says, I would show the Sully vs. Vanitas scene from KH3. Nothing explains Disney meets anime better than that. And then maybe the ending of KH2 with no context. Don't worry, most people would forget the spoilers by the time they actually played the games. I don't know, Diana. That seems risky.
That's kind of risky.
I just griefed Diana's answer over nobody else.
I
I don't know, Diana, that one sucked. Just kidding, Diana, we love you. K-Rain Gaming says, so I would show them the opening of KH1, 2, and 3, but I can't really decide which two. K-Rain Gaming.
K-Rain cheated.
Those aren't really cutscenes, so let me think on this one. First one is the only 7 days left and then my summer vacation is over, because that one hits hard every single time, and I think that the emotion they see on me will intrigue them to want to find out why that line means so much. Second one, when the prophecy is fulfilled in KH3 and Sora screams. It would make the person feel like this is a game that isn't afraid to get dark, all these heroes have fallen, and even gives off the vibe that Donald is dead. True.
Oh my god.
Broomdock says, my question, yay! I immediately regret my phrasing because 3 come to mind, but I will honor my own challenge. Those who are familiar with my other online tag may be able to guess my third scene pick. First, I would show them KH1's secret ending. It's a wonderful evocation of the unique vibe of KH, dark, mysterious, and epic. Plus, there's a shot of Mickey at the very end just in case they were getting too uncomfortable. Then I would show them blank points. This classic scene, my favorite in the whole series, shows the other side of KH. Heartfelt, sweeping story full of connections, tragedy, and hope. Thank you, Brundock. The Dome says, hey, question of the week, it's been a while. To me, it's all about garnering their interest enough to get them to play. I would show 1, Goofy dying. Right away, this puts our stranger off balance and piques their interest. Anyone who has any idea about who Goofy is and the Disney cartoons Goofy was in will have to wonder, they didn't really kill Goofy, did they? Of course, don't show the cutscene of him returning for maximum effect. 2, gotta agree with everybody saying blank points here. Really the best secret movie and one of the best cutscenes in the whole series. It's just full of emotion you can learn to expect from a KH game. Confusing enough to show them how the convoluted the shit can get in this series, with plenty of mystery for the viewer regarding the characters to wonder who these people are and how they got into such dire strait. Plus, why one character appears in 2 different places, and an introduction to our hero and the type of person he is, and no sign of Goofy so it doesn't spoil the first cutscene. People really want you to think Goofy dead. Nick T says, show the ending of KH2 with Sora and Riku at the Dark Meridian in the Realm of Darkness. This will establish that they are very close to each other emotionally and physically. And then 2, the scene in KH3 Coded where Sora's like, we have to go inside Riku.
Oh.
Oh boy. Pixelmancer says, well, everyone has said my answer at blank point, so here's my new 2. 1, I'd show them the scene of Goofy yucking dying. They can feel the emotions of Sora and the duck, followed by, they'll pay for this. Who will pay?
Fuck.
Is Goofy dead? Why is Michael Mouse undressing? Number 2, say, fellas, did someone mention the door to darkness? The stare at the camera gets me every time, and this scene will ultimately confuse the poor viewer. Jarkamarsh said, dang, I would have to say first would be Sora saying my friends are my power when he encounters Riku with Donald Goofy and gets the Keyblade back. The second one would be the scene where you see all the Final Fantasy characters teaming up together to fight the Heartless. Just to show how Final Fantasy is also in the game. That's actually the best answer.
Yeah, I've been waiting for somebody to say that, dude. I was like, how are they not going to say the fucking team up?
That's actually the best answer because if
and
you have
Stitches there.
if you have any knowledge of Final Fantasy, you're like, yo.
You're like, what the fuck?
And then like Quads are like, it might be difficult if one more shows up. And you're like, what? Chip Cooper says, first, I would show the first cutscene when you arrive at Monstro. It's short, simple, and shows Sora, Donald, Goofy to get introduced to a Disney character. Then the secret ending in KH2. It's so out of context it doesn't spoil anything, and it shows that the series eventually goes full-on anime batshit crazy. It's one thing if you're planning on playing the games just for the gameplay. But if you plan to actually be invested in the story, I think you need to both enjoy crazy anime bullshit and fun Disney movies, and those 2 cutscenes showcase both sides of the game without spoiling anything.
True.
All right, Jason, what is your answer for this question of the week?
I would say my first cutscene is gotta be Sora being like, oh no, like Kairi, Riku, my island in KH1. And then the fucking jump hit. Wait, what? It's a fucking a million jumps this time? The remix?
Jump hit.
Because that scene is just fucking pogger. And then I was also trying to think of like what a good, because I was thinking the Final Fantasy cutscene as well, because I think it's just a really good version. Because I also wouldn't want to like spoil somebody too much. Like obviously like the Destiny Islands thing is a bit of a spoiler, but it's not like completely like it happens very soon. Right. And then the Final Fantasy thing, while also being a bit of a spoiler, is something that it's like you want to get to the point where you can see that. You're like, let me get to this point where I'm meeting all these characters. It's like you'd have to play through Kingdom Hearts 1 and then so like it's so far removed where they would like be like, oh yeah, this is where it is. I remember this. That would be my 2.
Hell yeah.
Because I was trying to think of what I would choose from like a spin-off or like or KH3, but I feel like all that is just too spoilery IMO. Like I would want them to see that completely fresh.
Yeah, definitely. So I would show the scene in DDD in the Tron world when Jeff Bridges holds his arms out.
It says nothing.
It says nothing.
And nothing happens.
And then no one says anything about it. Because that might be my favorite cutscene in all of the games. Like they're talking, having a normal conversation. I think they ask him a question. And then he just holds his arms out.
Everyone's looking at him.
Everyone's looking at him. He does it for about 10 seconds. Puts his arms back down.
10 seconds.
Puts his arms back down. And then everybody just moves on like it didn't happen.
And nothing happens. Nope. Nobody says anything.
Nope. I'm going to pick early on in Thebes. There's a scene where I don't want to show this part, but the scene is like they first get there and Hades is there and he gets the Titans there and blows them away.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't want that part. I want the scene after where they're flying into the city and Hurt catches Goofy and Sora, but Donald gets caught on the statue, and he's like, "Get me down!" Like that, because I just think that shit's funny. Those are my answers.
Yeah, that's a good scene.
It's a good ass scene. Anyway, thank you guys all for answering the question of the week. Next week's question of the week is from Angel, who says, kind of a simple one. Yes, we're going back. We need to go back to the kind of this one era of the question of the week. I will no longer pick a question of the week if you don't say kind of blank one. If you don't say a descriptor of your question of the week. If you have any KH merch, what's your favorite piece? Could be fan-made, official, collector's editions, etc. Alternatively, what's the piece of merch that you would kill a man to get your hands on?
Oh my god. Or if they made. Yo?
Wait, what?
Like a merch thing that they haven't made that you would want.
Right. Yeah, it could be anything. Just
Yeah.
kill somebody for it.
Yeah.
But I will no longer be accepting question of the week submissions if it doesn't say kind of a blank one. Doesn't have to be weird. You can bring back weird. But I kind of simple one.
Kind of a simple one.
Kind of simple. A bit cool.
Kind of cool.
So yeah, anyway, everybody answer that question now. That's gonna do it for this week's Ansem Report podcast. Shout outs to our boys WaterKH and CriticPerfect for being on the show.
Yes.
And please, I still don't know if they're actually streaming tomorrow or not. That it's TBD, but if I know, I'll put it in the description of the podcast. And
It'll
they'll
also
probably
be in the Discord.
It will also be in our Discord, and it will probably be in the KH3 Rando Discord
Yeah.
once that is revealed. So thank you to those two for being on. They're juiced. Go
Yes.
follow them on everything. Consider, I know Water has a Patreon. Consider giving him monies because he's a good boy and deserves it.
I also subscribe to CriticPerfect. I didn't know, like, obviously before we have people on, if like we look at their stuff, even if it's somebody that we know, just to get
Right.
a refresher,
Right.
right? And I didn't realize I had watched a bunch of his videos because he had a bunch of those mod videos and
Uh-huh.
everything, where it's like, yo, Roxas versus Riku, or like
Mhm.
like a bunch of stuff like that, right?
His mod menu is really fucking cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And like he does, I didn't say this to him because I'd never say anything nice to him, but he does. Like a lot of mod makers are very like intellectual, like smart dudes, but they're not good at like necessarily entertainment.
hmm
Water and Critic are definitely a good example of they're good at like being funny and stuff. But like his videos, like teaching you how to install the mod,
hmm
they're very funny, and it's not just like a guy like, hey guys, I'm here to tell you how to install a mod for Kingdom Hearts. Anyway, and
Yeah.
but like he shows like kind of a showcase of like just like a nonsense happening. Like fucking he spawned all the bosses in one arena,
Yeah, yeah.
and Mickey Mouse is fucking doing flips. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
He does a really good job with that. So he's a very, very funny dude, very nice dude. So
Yeah.
check him out if you guys.
I'm glad
not
to have
already.
met him,
Yes,
and
me
I'm
too.
glad that he wasn't weird, dude.
Right,
Because that's always a worry when you talk to somebody you never talked to before.
right. That's the thing.
He's-
It's like
He seems like a good ass dude.
yeah, Water vouches for him regardless.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna
I trust Water,
but
yeah.
like, you never know. When you've not, I only had talked to him the one time when we both competed in that Smash tournament where you had to be Sora, and it was in a group setting. He
Mm.
seemed like a cool guy there, so I felt more comfortable bringing him on the podcast. But you never know. Speaking of that, I challenged members of March Caprice, the shadowy organization of March Caprice, and I've had correspondence
Oh my god.
with Aba.
Oh my god. I thought you were gonna say like a fucking bottle washed up on the beach with a fucking Mickey
No.
Mouse emblem.
No, I've had
And they were
correspondence
like,
with Aba.
We've heard what we'll be in touch soon.
Well, I talked to Pat semi-regularly, and he said he was streaming Fighting Yozora, and he said, Mike, they're having a meeting about what you said right now. I can't be there because I'm doing this. You better look out.
Your fate
And
is not
later
in my
on that
hands.
night, I got a message from Aba saying, hey, were you guys serious about having us on the podcast? It wasn't threatening at all. But no, so there's a plan.
We love Aba.
Yeah, we love Ava. Ava's great. There is a plan to maybe have some of them on. We'll see.
Yo.
Not Orpheus Joshua, though.
He's banned.
He's banned. Check out the KH3 Randomizer. Check out Water and Critic. They're good dudes. Check out the For All charity tournament stream if you haven't already. And join us when I do commentary on it. Who knows? Jason might pop in.
I'll be griefing in the chat
He'll be
at
griefing
the
in the
very least.
At the very least. And we'll see you guys next week for episode 139. And also, it's possible that we might be doing a KH3 Randomizer stream soon as well. So we've been told that we will be able to play it soon. Maybe slightly early. Maybe early access a little bit. Maybe. I don't want to, but yes, we are getting early access. Okay.
I paid dearly for it.
Water $1 million. Anyway.
And my firstborn.
Yeah, don't tell Tara.
And I do it again.
I'll have another born.
I'd have another firstborn.
Jason born. Jason, hit him with it.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you.
Now fuck off.